Hello, it's Coach Casey. Today we are going to talk about healthy habit number 7, which is Y, the letter Y, and it stands for you need 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every single day. So if you're like me, you're probably starting to think in your head, how many do I get in a day? And now a serving, it differs depending upon the fruit or vegetable that you are eating, but it ranges from a half cup to 1 cup of that fruit or vegetable. So that's a lot. And why? Why do we need this? Why did they determine this amount? So let me first say, this recommendation was by the government. And the fact that the government says that we need 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables just to keep us healthy makes you know we probably need a lot more than that because usually their recommendations are not great. So what's so good about fruits and vegetables? Why does, since childhood, everybody, eat your broccoli, and they talk about why you need fruits and vegetables. Well, I want to get into the science of it so you can understand what is the big reason behind fruits and vegetables, what sets them apart from all these other foods that we eat every day. So first of all, you need to understand that every time that you put something in your mouth, it is either going to be building up your immune system by putting a deposit in that bank, or it's a withdrawal from your immune system because you're eating something that is an unhealthy food-like substance. It's not a natural sourced food. For instance, an apple versus a potato chip. Although the potato chip one day was a potato, by the time it becomes a chip in a bag, it has a ton of processed ingredients in it. It's been fried. It has seed oils on it. It has now went from a potato, which was actually a health food that would offer you antioxidants, to becoming a trans fat, or at least a processed fat that is depleted of all of the building blocks that make a fruit or vegetable offer you antioxidants. So the apple, on the other hand, is in its natural state. And in that apple, even though it might only contain, let's say, 5% vitamin C and, different nutrients, it has over 15,000 phytonutrients. And the reason why that matters is because phytonutrients, they work together and they allow your body to fully digest the food. So your body knows that there's nothing missing from that apple. There's no missing ingredients. Nothing's been stolen out of it like it was from the potato chip. The potato chip has had a lot of its nutrients stolen out by the way that it was processed and then fried. So it kills the good nutrients. In order for your body to process that potato chip and actually digest it, it has to steal from your current cells in your body to have the other nutrients so that it can break it down. Whereas when you eat the apple, your body doesn't have to steal anything because it has all of its nutrients encased in it and there's nothing that it's missing. So everything gets digested and used and it's completely safe. There's other reasons why the potato chip is not good for you, but let me get back to why this all matters. It comes down to antioxidants. So antioxidants are the only thing that can stop free radicals. And so a free radical, imagine a free radical like a bullet, and it hits your cell and it does damage to it. Anytime that a free radical hits your cell, even if it's a strong cell, it's going to somehow damage that cell. It might just pit the cell, or it might actually perforate all the way through the cell and kill the cell. So free radicals happen because of eating fried foods like that potato chip, being in environments where we're breathing in chemicals. Free radicals come from things that we put on our skin. You guys, the makeup that we wear, the lotion that we use, the shampoos, everything that you put on your body can also have the ability to cause free radicals to run free in your body. And we do not want any of these, but unfortunately, it's part of life. Even being out, like I love campfires, but even being out and breathing in campfire smoke for a long time causes more free radicals. So it's important that we do something to counteract it. Well, the only thing that can counteract and eat up those free radicals and neutralize them so that they no longer can harm your cells are antioxidants. And the foods that have the most antioxidants in the world are fruits and vegetables. So this is why it's so vital that we increase our antioxidant level. Another word for the damage that happens in your body is oxidation. So a good way for you to mentally picture what oxidation is if you were to take that apple and you were to cut it in half and leave it on your counter for however long, you'd come back and eventually that apple's gonna look brown. And it's because of oxidation. So the oxygen has hit it and it's starting to deplete the top portion of that apple. It's going to steal some of those nutrients because it's been sitting out and it's being oxidized by the temperature, the air, and all of that. So oxidation happens inside of our body and it causes disease. The same way that those free radicals are constantly pelting our cells and hurting them, they aid to causing a damaged cell or a broken cell that is ill will eventually become diseased if it's not dealt with in the body. So it's absolutely critical that we increase our fruits and vegetables. So I can tell you, as a nutritional therapist, I try very, very hard to get in as much fruits and vegetables every day that I can into my diet, into my family's diet, because I know how important it is. But at the same time, I live a busy life. We have all kinds of things in our schedule that don't allow us to every day get this amount. I mean, honestly, like if I'm being totally honest, we probably get 3 to 4 a day on average. And I wish it was more. The one thing that I learned about clear back when I got my cancer that I have been a huge fan of and been telling people about is a company called Juice Plus. And I am not somebody, and you can go through all of my YouTubes and no, I am not somebody that tries to sell products because I don't believe in most of what's out there because most of it is just heavily marketed. It's not what they say it is. And you don't even know if what they say is in the bottle is in the bottle. Did you know that all supplements, including all vitamins, everything that you're seeing in a nutrition store or grocery store or whatever that's marketed as a supplement, there is no regulation whatsoever, meaning that a company can tell you that this product has X, Y, and Z in it, and it might not even have any of those things in it. It might have a trace amount of it, and it might have a lot of other filler. In fact, this is really disturbing. So many vitamins, in fact, like they say 70% or greater of vitamins that are out there in the market contain 80% filler, which means you're consuming, you don't even know what. So it's definitely not helping your health, I'll tell you that. And secondarily, it might be hurting your health. Did you know that when a vitamin is in an isolated form, your body doesn't know how to process it, just like that potato chip? So like if I just was to take vitamin A in a pill form, and it's an isolated vitamin, my body's gonna go, okay, here's vitamin A. Well, where's B, C, D, and all the phytonutrients? Where's the rest of that? I can't process A without all the rest of the nutrients. So what does your body have to do? Well, it has to steal from your cells. Sometimes the vitamin that we take is not broken down. It doesn't fully dissolve even in our stomach acids. And so then your body's like, oh no, we have this little thing and I don't know what to do with it. So it sends it on down your intestines. It ends up often getting processed and stuck in your liver. Did you know that a lot of people can actually get very sick from vitamins? And here they're trying so hard to be healthy and be like, well, I'm going to take my vitamins because I'm trying to do something good for my body. And in turn, they hurt themselves because this vitamin is not being processed and it can't be broken down. So you're not receiving any good nutrients. And now it's harming you and stuck in your liver. Big problem. So a good way to think about it is like this. If I pulled out a music piece of Beethoven and I gave it to you, and the only thing I gave you was an acoustic guitar, are you going to be able to play that piece? No. You need an entire symphony to play a Beethoven piece. Our food, in its natural form, fruits and vegetables, are like the whole symphony. They know how to play the notes. We know how to hear everything. There's nothing missing. No part of that music is missing. If you got one person, even with a piece of music that would, or an instrument that would be used for a Beethoven piece, but he only has his one instrument, it's no matter how well he plays, it will never sound like the symphony. So you're missing a ton. And so we have to look at our food and our nutrients as in whole food form. We aren't meant to eat isolated things because we don't find isolated things in nature. Everything has a balance because it has all of these phytonutrients and micronutrients working together. So I recommend, first of all, please stop taking vitamins. If you are taking a vitamin, please stop. You are probably hurting yourself right now. Certain vitamins, I will tell you, certain vitamins that are isolated, if you take them with food, your body can process them and they are not a danger to you. So vitamin C and vitamin D, those are two that I do recommend, especially in the wintertime and or when you feel an illness coming on, that you can include with your food. And why do we want to take it with our food? Well, just like I told you, when you have an isolated vitamin, you need all of the phytonutrients for your body to receive and digest it. So now if I'm taking that with food, those foods I'm eating have the phytonutrients and the micronutrients, and they can combine with that vitamin C or vitamin D and actually upload into my system and process properly. The company that I told you about, Juice Plus, they created this supplement that is from whole food. So whole foods are such as this. I'm going to show you. So this is one of their products. What this has in it is apple, peach, cranberry, orange, mango, beet, cherry, pineapple, prune, date, and lemon peel. Okay? So this is giving you all of those nutrients, and they're going to be fully accepted by your body. And even though I know that they can be fully accepted by your body because they're a food, Juice Plus is different than any other company you're going to find, because although they're not required to do studies and testing, this is the most thoroughly tested nutritional product in the world, not just in the US, in the world. They have been around for over 30 years, and they have over 40 published studies in medical journals. And this is not something that you can buy, you guys. You can't buy a published article. You have to go through almost 3 years of legwork, through all kinds of testing and trial that's placebo-controlled, third party. So this is not, just the company being like, hey, well, we tested our stuff. No, these have been done at universities by researchers, and they have proof that not only does this have what it says is in it, and only that, there's no fillers whatsoever, but it also has the ability for your body to fully upload it within 2 minutes. They've done so many studies, and it's incredible that every person that has taken Juice Plus, from child to elderly, within 2 minutes of a blood test, it's in your bloodstream, which means it's already being digested and your body's uploading it that fast. It's incredible. So they have the fruit version. They also have the vegetables. So the vegetables have broccoli, parsley, beets, carrots, garlic, tomato, spinach, cabbage, kale, rice bran, lemon peel, and cherry. So a lot of these things you might not eat in your normal diet. Some people really dislike broccoli and kale, but you're going to get it in whole food form, and your body can fully absorb it and receive all those antioxidants from it. So if you take the combination of these two, you're getting 20 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. So I have been a huge fan of these because even though I try so hard to eat well, I know that we don't do it. So by me having my family take these, I know that every single day we're getting 20 servings of fruits and vegetables and all of that antioxidant power. There's so many studies, and I really recommend that you check them out. I will put the link in below in the comments after this video so that you can go look at it. And I also will include my information so you can contact me if you want to know more, if you have questions. I highly, highly recommend Juice Plus because it is the most affordable and convenient way for me to know that we are getting the fruits and vegetables that we need every day. They have two other products. They have a berry blend and they also have an omega blend, all plant-based. The berry blend I also have. So if you add the berry blend, you're gonna have 30 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. And the berry blend contains raspberry, bilberry, cacao, blueberry, Concord grape, pomegranate, blackberry, cranberry, artichoke, blackcurrant, elderberry, and more cherry. So there's lots and lots of antioxidants that will just be swirling around your body, neutralizing those free radicals and healing you. And I will tell you, I did share this in my testimony, the long one in the beginning of all of these healthy habit talks, but I'll quickly touch in on what this has done for me personally. I started taking Juice Plus the week that I found out I had cancer. Going through chemotherapy absolutely wreaks havoc on your body. It's very detrimental to the healthy cells along with the cancer cells. So your body is fighting this war and you feel it. So by me taking my Juice Plus, I was faithful about it. I really didn't know much except for that it was fruits and vegetables. So it wasn't anything that was a concern for my doctor to be like, oh, this is going to get in the way of your treatment. I mean, the only way that you can't take fruits and vegetables is if you're not allowed to eat fruits and vegetables. And if somebody's telling you not to do that, we have a problem. Do not listen to them. I will say, I know some people, because of different experiences in life, have become allergic to certain fruits and vegetables. If this is you, I have wonderful news. You can take Juice Plus even if you're allergic to something that's in it, because allergies occur in our mouth. The moment that our mouth, our saliva senses that we're eating something that we're allergic to, it sends off this alarm to your body to go, hey, we've consumed something that's dangerous, that's going to hurt us. And it starts sending off all of these allergic responses, such as, hives, swelling, you name it, airway closing. But with Juice Plus, because it's encapsulated and it passes past your saliva without having any of that touch into your saliva, it goes right down into your stomach. Your body begins that digestion. You are not losing any of the nutrients, and you'll never have that allergic reaction occur, because allergic reactions do not occur in our stomach. They occur in our mouth or on our skin, but this is food we're talking about. So that's great, great news. And often, if you do start taking something and your body begins to be able to process it because it's not sent off that allergic reaction, your body can actually often overcome the allergy to where you're no longer allergic to it and one day can eat it and enjoy it in its real form. So Juice Plus, what they simply do is they take now here's another thing. When you get fruits and vegetables at the store, more than likely, they were picked far before they were actually ripe. And they have to do this because of how far they're sending them. I mean, some of these fruits and vegetables we're getting are from another country, and then they're getting shipped over and then trucked and trucked and trucked until they finally get to your grocery store. And well, now it's going to start really rotting. It's not ripening, because once something's picked and it's not been ripe, it's not going to ripen. It's rotting. That's why it gets softer. A lot of people confuse that and they think, oh, it's becoming ripe. It's not like that. So Juice Plus, they have their own organic farms. They wait until the fruits and vegetables are at their peak ripeness, and then they pick them. Let me tell you, when they have studied the difference between, let's just use an apple again. It could be any fruit or vegetable, but when they've actually studied a ripe picked apple versus one that was picked early because it needed to be sent off to stores and saved or whatever, there was over 7,000 more nutrients in that apple than in the one that was picked early. So when people try to tell me organic doesn't matter, buying from a farm stand or, local doesn't matter, they're wrong. When you get something that is picked in its ripeness and it's an organic fruit or vegetable, you're going to have far higher antioxidant levels and nutrients in that fruit or vegetable than you ever will in something that was conventionally grown and or picked early. So you can't compare apples to apples. It really matters on all of these levels: how it was grown, when it was picked, how it was processed. So after Juice Plus takes in their ripe fruits and vegetables, they juice it, and then they dehydrate it so that they can encapsulate it. So you're able to get all of that power and it's packed into this little capsule. And some people argue and they go, how on earth can there be 10 servings of fruits in just these 2 little capsules that are this big? Let me show you how big they are. How is that possible? I refer them to cremation. How is it possible that a 250-pound man can fit into a jar after he's cremated? Because things change when heat is added. The thing that's amazing though is Juice Plus is so careful in the way that they dehydrate that they never allow the fruits or vegetables to get above a certain temperature. And this matters greatly because when foods hit above a certain temperature, it starts to kill the nutrients. So just like if you were to take, let's say, a fresh green bean, and you were to measure its antioxidant potential and its nutrients, and then you went and cooked it for 25 minutes on the stove until it turned into mush. It's still a green bean. There's still gonna be some nutrients, but it's lost majority of them because of how heavily it was cooked and the temperatures at which it was cooked at. So Juice Plus makes sure that their fruits and vegetables are never above a certain temperature so that you're not losing that antioxidant potential. So as I said, I cannot recommend this enough. To me, it is one of the easiest ways to bridge that gap of what I need to eat versus what I'm actually eating. And on top of it, they have an incredible study that they've been doing for over 20 years now for children. And if an adult signs up and starts taking Juice Plus, they can get it for free for their child. And it comes along with a study packet where you're going to be answering questions about, how much fruits and vegetables right now are they intaking? How much soda do they drink on a daily basis? How often do you eat fast food? They're going to ask you questions. And then as the study goes on, you're going to get new questions and you're going to see how your child, from where we started at to where they are after Juice Plus, you're going to notice habits changing. Because even if your kids right now hate fruits and vegetables, their body will start to crave it because when it goes in your body and you start receiving the wonderful benefits of antioxidants, you start craving them. And kids that have never wanted to eat fruits and vegetables might be like, hey, I think I'll try that. And they'll try it and they'll actually like it. And I can tell you, I have a ton of testimonies to prove this. But like I said, they have research beyond belief that will show you that there is nothing that they are hiding. And I really appreciate that about them. So start eating more fruits and vegetables. If you were to go to the store right now and you were to try to buy yourself 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables, it's probably going to cost you somewhere in the ballpark of $8 to $10, especially when you're needing to buy it organic. Because like I said, if you're not buying it organic, like you're getting a lot of pesticides and herbicides and things that are going to be toxic for your body. And we're trying to do healthy things, so let's not shoot ourselves in the foot by doing a semi-healthy thing and paying for it. Juice Plus is about $2 a day. It's actually less than $2 a day for you to be getting the 20 servings of fruits and vegetables. So it's not a bad deal. I highly recommend it. And I request that you start applying healthy habit number 6 and eat your fruits and vegetables.